Hey guys, Unfrequented World, and as you know, last week I ordered a 6-inch coil from Forest City Metal Detectors. That's where I also bought my Minelab 600. And when I bought the 600 there, they had a digger that came with the package. And they didn't have the digger when I ordered my machine. Well, they graciously upgraded me to a better digger. And so when I ordered the 6-inch coil last week, I jokingly said in the email, send me a hat or we can't be friends. And they sent me a Minelab hat. So kudos to Forest City Metal Detectors. Give a shout out to those guys. So far, I bought a couple things from them. I've had great service. So there you go, guys. Forest City Metal Detectors. And there is the 6-inch coil, guys. Look at the size of this thing. It fits in the palm of my hand. I can't believe how tiny that is. First thing we're going to do is dig a hole and see how deep this thing goes. So before I go off on an adventure and use this little coil, I want to make sure that it goes deep enough. So I'm going to put a penny, which this Equinox 600 bangs out pennies all day long, 9 inches. If it can hit it at 9 inches, that's all I need to know. Okay, so I've got a 9-inch hole here. Tape is right at the bottom. I know it's always hard to see with angles on the... Trust me, it is 9 inches. I'm going to put a penny... Well, I'm not going to tell you, I'll just show you. We're going to put a penny flat down in the bottom. That's one of my dug pennies right there. I'm going to fill this back in. There's even a nice big root in here. And we're going to see if the machine can bang that out with that little teeny weeny 6-inch coil. You bet, I'm going to stomp that so flat. 9 inches. No problem. Now, the visual display is showing a much higher number than I normally get for pennies. Usually that'd be 23, 24. Little sketchy, but at 9 inches with this tiny coil, I would dig that all day long. So I'm sure that the settings for this little coil, the numbers, the VDI are going to be different. It's basically like learning a whole new machine with a different coil. All I want to know is by sound. Do I get a good signal? I'm going to dig it. That's all I'm worried about. 9-inch penny, good sound. I would dig that. Let's get out in the field. Well, the first place we're going to test this 6-inch coil is right here. There's a burned down building, and we found all kinds of silver coins here before, old 100-year-old coins, videos on the channel, and it's full of ash and coke and garbage. I'm going to try the 6-inch coil right here for starters. This one's for you, Johnny. Silver Sniper swears that this field is not dug out. The last 7 or 8 outings here, I have not gotten a coin, but we're going to try the 6-inch coil and see if that makes a difference. I can't believe how light this machine is with that little coil. It's so small. So the next question I have to ask is, if it's this small, how come it's so fucking expensive? I've literally just set the machine down. I walked out of the truck, started right here, and I've got a signal. 17 up to 22 I've seen, 24. Let's see what it is. Okay, not the best start. 3 different nails in that hole. And when I swing the coil over it now, I get just iron. So it must have been the way one of these was sticking up. This is a little square nail. And the way it was sticking up, maybe, because square nails do ring up as coin signals sometimes. But now you know what the big coils are dealing with here. It's just right full of old trash. Okay, the first 4 holes have been nails and a nut. So all iron. And so I've gone in, I'm in Park 1, I've gone in, I was going to discriminate my FE to 3, but it's already on 3. So I'm not sure what to do. Maybe we'll have to try Field 1 or something, or Park 2. But this little coil is allowing me to get in there and pinpoint very small, precise items in this garbage. But it's the nails that are ringing up like good things. So, and I'm already on iron to scrim 3, so, well, It's not a nail, but it's still iron. Okay, so I've actually switched to field 2. Okay, so I've switched field 2 to iron discrimination 3. And let's see if I can move a little faster and knock out some of these fake iron signals that are ringing up. You know, they're still iffy, but giving me decent signals. Let's see if we can knock those out of here. So field 2, iron discrim 3 is where it's at. There is no iron coming up here at all. There's a nail right here and nothing. There's not even a hint of a nail there. I feel like a surgeon with this coil. It is friggin' precise, oh, it's awesome. It's very slow going, but I think if you want to clean up a site entirely, the only way to do it would be with a small coil like this in a trash dump. You can pick out, everything I'm getting is iron, and they're kind of iffy signals, but I'm sure if there's a coin here, I'm going to get a good signal, and I might just discriminate that out from a piece of junk that's 4 or 5 inches away that the big coils won't. That's what I'm hoping, but either way, this thing is very, very precise, and I like it. Right here is another reason why you want this coil. You want to be able to get in the bush. Oh, there's something there. Something iron, anyway. Couldn't get an 11-inch coil in there. Something there, too. This is where they do the drag races in the mud, and usually there's 6 or 8 foot trenches, and they've plowed it all flat and everything gets torn up, so all the coins and everything should be sitting right here on top. Makes me want to put the big coil back on, but that's not what this video is about, but I want to do it. So here we've got the fence line, and surprisingly this coil's pretty strong because I'm picking up the fence right there and I'm still 18 inches from the fence. So I can't get as close to the fence as I thought I would get with the small coil, but that's okay. Okay, so there's 45 minutes at the fairgrounds. Lots of iron stuff, but to be fair, most of it rang up with a bit of iron tone, and I just dug it because it could have been, you know, they were iffy signals reaching up into the 20s, but with iron. Now, however, one of these guys, I think it was this one, rang up just like a coin. And I don't know why that is, that some of them, maybe what they're made of, I guess, I don't know. But let's get on to the next place that I think a 6-inch coil would benefit over an 11-inch. Well, I hate to say it, but I brought this for Stan, and he's nowhere to be found. Buddy, I'm going to have to eat your pie. Ask my kids, I will do it. I will eat that pie. If you're not at the next field, I'm eating that pie. Colors are starting now. A lot more than last week. Well, that's right. The field covered in 8 to 10 inches of grass might be a place that the 6-inch coil, I can get down in there and reach some of these places that we just can't get the 11. Let's give it a go. Much easier than the 11-inch coil to swing through there. Much easier. I think I'm consistently getting this little coil closer to the ground and maintaining a good flat sweep with it. The 11-inch gets caught on everything and it's twisting and turning and you're not flat to the ground. Well, it's not a coin, but a piece of harmonica that we missed. Shell casing. No idea. Junk. Well, well, well. Who knows a real bushy spot that a 6-inch coil would be fantastic in? I do. Right under the old apple tree and all in through here. Let's give this a swing. So our apple tree here that we're trying to save is not the original. The original was right there. So that is the 120-year-old tree, the stump right there. And this one was an offshoot that grew out, oh, who knows how long. Apple trees take quite a while. That could be a 60-year-old tree, who knows. But hey, back in the day, this whole area in here could have something. They'd be in here picking those apples, so I'm going to swing it all. Well, some old iron under the apple tree. So here I am, actually pretty deep into the underbrush here. And Yeah, little 6-inch works beautifully in here. Storm's coming in. Probably can't hear me over the wind. It's raining over there. So what are my impressions of the 6-inch coil? I think it's a specialized coil that you're not losing a lot of depth on. We showed we can still hit coins at 9 inches. You're gonna have to take your time, make sure you're moving really slow, and you're a surgeon when you're using this thing. You're just tiny little areas at a time, and you are picking out things where the discrim, garbage piles and things like that, that the bigger coils will just mix everything together. This is gonna pick those out. So this is what that coil is made for. That and bush hunting, in the field for tall grass, maybe along buildings and fences and things like that, you can get a little tighter. Water detecting, that's going to be a big one. We're going to use this in the water quite a bit next year. I think it's a fantastic coil, and I wouldn't hesitate to recommend it. Even though I didn't dig anything good today, I felt good swinging it. Thanks for watching, guys. Now it's time to get down to business. Thanks for not coming out, Stan. Here it comes. Gonna start pouring any second. I see a couple drops on the windshield. Finish this video just in time. There it is.